1,
2.
Okay, that gap was way too long.
Oh,
do it straight away. 1,
2,
3,
1,
2,
3,
1.
2.
3.
Okay, that'll do. Yeah, you guys have probably seen that before if you're a loyal subscriber. But anyway, welcome back to another episode of Talking Smack. And you're probably thinking, this looks a bit different. I know. We're missing Danish and Nisar today. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it, but I do have a very special co-host today. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, it's me, Yahya. If you're actually a loyal subscriber, you'll know from the previous live video. It's me.
Yeah, you've been making a lot of appearances on the channel lately. But enough about you. Let's move on to the guy everyone's here to see, myself. So yeah, I've just moved back from uni, and as you can see, no, I'm joking. So Arvind, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How you doing, bro?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm alright. It's actually, I know
Some
you've
still
done a lot
conversation that was.
Good small talk.
Small talk.
No, but like you've done a lot of like formal interviews before, like just talking about your music stuff. I wanted to make this a bit more of a casual thing because first of all, I don't think us three can do a formal thing for like 20 minutes plus. So that's out the window.
I'm not formal.
And also, I think us two know more of the inside scoop of Arvind, so we can ask better questions as well than most other interviewers.
And I think like people who've seen you on this channel, they've already seen that you're not capable of that anyway. But we haven't seen each other, like we haven't had a chat like this for a couple of months now, I think. So it's a good excuse to do that as well. And yeah, I'm just gonna jump into the elephant in the room really, which is right there. That is the cover art for your new single, which, well, we're recording on the 8th of September. It'll probably come out a week after. I don't know. It depends how lazy I'm feeling.
Okay.
I'm all about the podcast. But yeah, your song is dropping tomorrow.
In 5.5 hours, actually, it's coming out.
Technicality.
Yeah, do you want to tell us a bit about that? What's going on tonight?
Not much really. I mean, I'm stuck in isolation, so I can't really do much. It's already sent off to the distributors. So managed to get in touch with someone from BBC Asian Network, so it's going to be premiering on there. So that'll be something interesting.
That's
First
big.
radio play on BBC.
MashaAllah. How did that even happen? Like, did they get in touch with you?
Yeah, so basically there's someone called DJ Limelight. So he's had a show on BBC Asian Network for like ages. And he got in touch with me like 3-4 months ago when the song was just finishing up, and he offered to like push it out on the radio and all of that stuff. And he was like, yeah, get in touch with me like closer to release date, whatever. And I was like, yeah, of course. And it's all slipped my mind. And then today, when I was just doing like promo in the morning, just being like, oh yeah, songs out tonight, midnight, everything, I realized I hadn't spoken to this guy in ages. So I just messaged him. I was like, yeah, bro, what's up? How are you? Songs coming out tonight. Like, are you still down to push it on the radio and stuff? Like, just as a long shot, because like obviously I hadn't spoken to him in ages. But then he was like really nice, and he sent me a voice note. He was like, yeah, bro, really excited for you. Send me the audio file straight away. And so he has a show right at midnight, so it's from 10 p.m. to midnight, and he said he'd like premiere it closer to midnight, which is when the song actually comes out. It's actually pretty sick. Yeah, that's
pretty sick actually, because like you'd think maybe like he's some big shot who's just said it like just to sort of appeal to you, but like he's actually followed through on it even though you haven't spoken in ages. So that's pretty sick. You've got the marketing sorted, and now like you made it here as well, because all that someone with like 200k followers on social media needs is, you know, a channel with 170 subs. So like you made it to the big time here. So
made it everywhere.
Hopefully this will take you over the edge. And Yahya, you've been doing a lot of admin work, shall we say?
I'm Mr. Behind the Scenes for Arvind Music. But I feel, I mean, with, obviously he's done a music video for the song as well. So I think me and maybe your parents are the only ones that have seen it. Obviously,
yeah, but not like the finished version of it. Like
finished
it's
version.
like a rough sort of. It was like what you saw was like, I'd say a 60% draft, because there's been so many changes. And in fact, yesterday, me and the two animators from Chennai, which is where I'm from in India, who were working on the video. So yesterday, I was sat on a call for about like 6.5 hours or something like that, like something stupid. Because every time they'd send me a draft and I'd have like multiple comments and different changes to do. So they were like, you know what, bro, like let's just sit on a call and just do it live. If you like something, we can stick with it. If you don't like something, we can just drop it straight away, which turned out to be much more efficient, because like we essentially finished the video yesterday, and I think there's only like credits to be added now, and I should hopefully get the video by tonight, but I'm not sure when the video is actually going to come out.
I just want to say as well, when they watch the music video, the amount of effort and the attention to detail Arvind and the two guys have put into it is absolutely insane. Like the draft that I saw, Arvind wanted to change to something, which I won't say what it is. You'll have to obviously wait and see. But for me, it was extremely minor. But he was adamant that he wanted this change, which meant that they had to re-render the entire video, which was like some week-long process.
No, I think it was. But like, to be fair, I think the video will be out by the time this podcast comes, so I think we can see what it was.
Okay, basically.
Yeah.
Okay,
it'll take a few days.
Maybe.
Okay.
Basically, it was the wheel of the car. So the music video is of a car going through a city, and it was the wheel of the car was white, and he wanted the wheel of the car to be black. But because the car's in every single scene, he had to change the color and re-render everything, which I think is such a credit, because it just shows how much like you care about it, and like you're not just like to someone make the video and then you post it online.
Yeah, 100%.
Even though it's not your field.
Shout out to the two guys as well. Shout out to Kevin and Hari, like the two animators who sort of like didn't get annoyed by the fact that I asked them to basically do the entire thing again. They actually patiently sat out and did it for me. So shout out to them guys.
Yeah, but you know, I respect that, because it's your first like proper song that's going out with a video, and like you're not just rushing into it. You want everything to be perfect. So that tells 100%. You guys, like this guy, he's all about the quality. And
all about the quality, man. What can I say?
If only his voice was as good as it. But yeah, the video should be pretty good.
If only.
But yeah, you've just come back to the UK actually, haven't you? So like it must be pretty hectic, because I don't know if you get jet lag, but you must be pretty tired from all the travelling. You had a bit of a hiccup getting onto the plane as well, and now like you've got all this stuff going on.
Do we explain that one? I think you should.
I don't think like people. Yeah, I don't think people outside like my friends group know what happened. So basically,
show the injury. Go on.
No spoilers. So basically, I was meant to take a flight at 7:45 in the morning from Dubai to London, and I was in the lounge, like had breakfast, and it was like 7 in the morning, which is when boarding starts. And I was about to get up, so I was just stretching because I was really tired. I had only like 2 hours of sleep, and I was just stretching my hands. And there was like this glass partition next to where I was sat, and it had like this metal frame that goes up to like half of the partition. And I hit my hand on the metal frame. It was quite sharp, and I hit my hand on it. And I didn't realize anything was wrong. And like 10 seconds later, I saw that my finger was bleeding. And I was like, oh fuck, just like scratched it. Need to go like get a band-aid. I swear. But yeah, so I was, I thought I was just gonna go to reception, ask for a band-aid, and just go board my flight after that. So I get up and I was walking to the reception. And as I was walking, my hand starts bleeding like massively, and like my hand was literally red, and it was like dripping all over the floor as well. And like the lounge staff stressed out, and they were like, "Yo, are you okay?" And they gave me a tissue to wrap my finger up, and they gave me a bag of ice to put my hand into. And they called like the airport medic, who came in and like put on disinfectant and wrapped it up. And he was like, "Yeah, no, you have to see the doctor right now. I can't let you fly like this." And I was like, "Okay, fine, that's fine." But it was already like 7:15 at that point, and I was like, "Yeah, my flight's in about 30 minutes. Do we have enough time for all of this?" He's like, "Yeah, I mean, let's hope we do." So there was one of the lounge staff who went to the gate to make sure they knew that one passenger was getting delayed because of an accident, and another lounge staff came with me, took my backpack, and he was coming with me. We went down to the airport hospital, medical center, whatever, And for about 10 minutes, I was literally just sat there. They took my BP, they took my temperature, and I like nothing done. Like the doctor didn't come see me, nothing. And then at about like 7:25, the doctor comes in. He has a look at my finger, and he's like, "Yeah, you're gonna need stitches. You're gonna have to do it now." And I was like, "Okay, fine. Can we just like do it quickly, please? Because my flight leaves in 20 minutes. I don't want to miss my flight." And he's like, "I'm the doctor here. You don't push me around. I'm gonna take."
I want to actually interrupt here. I never actually asked you this, but did you actually feel any pain? Because like you had stitches, like quite a serious injury. You never mentioned if you were in pain or not.
I don't think it hurt a lot. I mean, because like I've had like major accidents before, so I'm kind of used to like this thing. And at that point in time, I was more worried about missing the flight, and because like obviously when I come to the UK here, I need to quarantine for how many ever days, and I need to book tests. So if I miss that flight, then I'd have to get tests for different dates, and that's another expense. That's another hassle. I have to do my passenger locator form again. It's just have to book my flight again. It's a lot of money.
Complete knock-on effect, yeah.
Exactly. And my parents were leaving Dubai that night and going to India as well. So even if I stayed back, I wouldn't be able to stay with my parents, if that makes sense. I'd
have to live at the airport.
Yeah, because like I didn't have the keys to my apartment, like parents' apartment as well. So like I'd literally have to live in the airport until I book my next flight. So I was just stressed about not missing the flight. So I didn't really feel any pain. So the lounge guy was with me, went and spoke to the doctor, and then they started stepping on it and put on sedatives, gave me a tetanus shot, and stitched it all up. And then I think it was like 7:35. I was all stitched up. They like wrapped my finger up, like, as you can see. And I told the lounge staff, "Yo, get my bag. Let's run to the gate." Like 7:35, because like only 10 minutes left to take off. So we run, and then when we're at the lift from the medical center to go to the actual gates, like place where the gates were, there's this police officer who came, and he's like, "Yeah, you can't fly before you sign this police form." And I was like, "Okay, fine, give me the form." And he's like, "Oh, I can't find like a form that's empty. I only have like filled in forms. We have to get someone to get it for you." And then I was like, "Okay, fine." Like, the lounge staff was like, "Okay, fine, we'll go to the gate. Why don't you get someone to get the form to the gate so we can sign it there?" So we go upstairs, and we're all running towards the gate, and it's already 7:45, and I reach the gate at 7:45, and when I get to the gate, I have two police officers like on either side of me. There's this lounge guy like in a full suit. I'm in trackies because I want to travel comfortable. So I'm in trackies. This is guy in a full suit with my backpack. Two police officers on either side, and we just rock up to the lounge. Rock up to the gate at 7:45 when the flight is actually meant to take off. So then I was like, "Yo, what if the flight leaves?" And the police was like, "Oh, don't worry, the flight cannot leave without you. We've phoned Emirates, they're not going to leave without you. Don't worry, we can take our time."
Baller.
Legit. And then they basically made me sign like a sheet that said I was given sedatives, and I was consciously making the decision to fly. And if anything happened to me in flight, it was not the responsibility of the airport staff, because they'd taken care of me, which is fair enough. And I signed it, and then went in. I only got into the flight at like 7:50. So I was walking in, and everyone's like already like has their seatbelts on, everything. And I walk in so late. The air hostess comes to like open the cabin luggage part as well, because like my fingers hurt. She saw that my fingers hurt, and she helped me put my bag up. And then literally everyone's ready to leave, and then that's when like the air hostess brings me like my welcome drink and gives you the menu and stuff. And I was just like settling in, and the flight ended up leaving like half an hour late or something. It ended up leaving only at like 8:15.
I hope everyone else on that flight managed to make their connecting flights. Imagine you delayed people.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I was thinking. You know what? I feel really bad, because like when we landed only 10 minutes late though. Because after we landed, there was this one person I saw who was running towards connections. I hope he made his flight, but like I would feel really bad if he didn't.
Yeah, hopefully, because like they waited for you. So like, if you have a boarding pass, I think they should like.
Do you think they only waited for you because you were flying like upgraded, like you were in business? Do you think if you were just a random economy passenger, they would have waited for you?
No, I think it's because of the lounge staff. They were able to put pressure, and I think moreover, like it was they were waiting because the police sort of ordered them to wait. The police, actually, to be fair, it's not because of the lounge. They don't give a shit about the lounge. It was because of the police, because like you can't dispute the government.
Oh yeah,
it's
UAE, isn't it? Yeah, that's true.
So the government told Emirates to wait for me, so the Emirates has to wait for me.
Not because you're Arvind Music, just because you were managing to do your hand for a flight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now you're back here. Hopefully you've settled down and, well, you're isolating now, aren't you? So
Yeah. Nothing.
Has he unpacked any of his bags though? No.
No, it's just been like constant, like, because I just want the song to be out, and it's just so close that I can't like focus or put my mind on anything else. I'd literally just rather sit it out, like wait for it to come out and then see what people.
Would you say that you're anxious about it coming out or stressed?
100%.
Or, like, what emotion?
I'm not. I don't think I'm stressed now. I was stressed during the process of making it because obviously like there's so many different components to making a song, making a video, so many different people involved, and because I'm not a professional yet, I don't have like a massive team working for me. Like it is a lot of work for me outside my university schedule as well. So that was a lot of stress trying to make different ends meet. But right now, like I can't really do much. Like I'm only stressed when there's something I can do. Right now I can't really do much. The song's already sent off. The song only just has to come out tonight, and we'll see. Like I'm just anxious in terms of waiting to know what people think. I feel like the response has been decent so far. Like a lot of people have been DMing me saying that they've already like gotten hooked to the song, that they can't stop humming it and stuff. So yeah, let's see. Hopefully everything's good.
Yeah, and I do want to talk about the song in a bit more detail, but before we get to that, can we mention the fact that you've released a song before?
Exposed right here.
Do you wanna tell us a bit about why that no longer is the case?
I feel like such a fake right now because all my promotion is like, oh my god, this is my first single, guys.
I mean, technically you aren't lying. It's your first single because currently Spotify has
exactly.
That was a different brand.
Officially. That was new brand.
So basically last year, 2020, when lockdown just started, I finished my internship, like my placement stint, and I was just sat at home having nothing to do. And I think Yahya was like, so there's this one song that I'd written. Yahya really liked it. I wrote it in first year, and Yahya is like a massive fan of it. And he's like, bro, why don't you just like, I don't know, like produce it, like put it out. And I was like, okay, fine, I have nothing better to do. So I like literally put zero effort into it. Recorded with very shitty equipment. Produced it myself in a week. I'm not a really good producer. I'm quite a bad producer. Produced it myself within a week. Didn't mix it, master it properly. And I was just in such a hurry to put something out that I put something which was way below the standard of content that I want to be putting out. And it still did okay for like the kind of recognition I had at the time, because I think on Instagram I was only at like I don't know, 1,000 followers, just about 1,000 followers, and I didn't have a TikTok at the time. TikTok wasn't massive. I think we hit like 10,000 streams by like the end of 2020. And when I started blowing up on TikTok, Instagram, whatnot, I realized that if people went on to Spotify, because a lot of people wanted like fuller length covers from me, wanted to listen to more like stuff that was not just 30 seconds long on Reels or TikTok or whatever. So I realized that if those people went on to Spotify and just searched my name, the only thing that would be up there was that shitty ass song that I made like in a week. And I thought to myself, would I rather have nothing or would I have this song? And I thought to myself, you know what, I'd rather have nothing. Let me start on a clean slate, because that's when I started like slowly formulating ideas in my head in terms of because there's a lot of original music that now I have in my tank, and I've got like a rough idea in terms of what I want to do with it, how I want to release it and stuff like that. So that's when I started getting those ideas. So I thought, you know what, I'd rather have a clean slate. And because imagine I become like a proper massive artist, and 10 years down the line someone digs that song out and like it's gonna be a meme. So
don't worry, I still have a copy of the song.
Yeah, I know you do. So
I was gonna say though, you mentioned like how it's not the quality of the content you want to put out and how you rushed it and everything. But I think you'll probably agree though that it was worth you doing that, just the whole process of knowing how to release a song, and
100%.
how you knew that your weakness was producing. So with KUBOOL Henna coming out, you knew that you needed to get someone else to produce it because that was your weakness and stuff.
Yes.
So I think
Exactly.
that was definitely still a positive.
Yeah, 100%. I don't regret putting that song out. I think whatever happened, putting the song out and taking it down is best case scenario, because like I did it, made mistakes, and knew where I was going wrong, like you said, and knew what I could do better. So with Kubool Hai Na, I didn't rush it. It took about 4 months, like 4.5 months, solidly to like finish production, recording, mixing, mastering, everything. Because that started in end of March, and the song was only finally done by like end of June, start of July-ish. Yeah. So I knew I didn't want to rush it. I knew I couldn't produce the song myself. So I got Jansen, who's one of the best producers I know out there, at least in like in like the Desi sort of brown Tamil community. He's one of the best producers out there. So he literally took the melody ideas from me and took it to another level, with the kind of beats, the sitar, all of it. That was all him. So huge shout out to Jansen for like bringing, I don't even want to say my vision. He brought something to life which was much beyond my vision. So yeah, huge shout out to him.
By the way, once your music video is out, is it going to be like copyright protected or anything?
Yes, sir.
Does that mean I can't put it in this? I can't put a clip of it here?
I don't know actually. I don't know if they take it down automatically or no. Actually, wait. You'll be fine. I don't wanna give something away.
Yeah.
You'll be
Here
fine.
it is. The song's out. The video's out by now. So here's a quick sneak preview. Okay, so moving on to the song Kubool Hai Na, just for the people that don't know, and Hiya obviously, what does it mean?
Kubool Hai Na, literally the title, it translates to is it a yes, or loosely translates like what in my head it's sort of like, do you accept me? And within the context of the song is a breakup song, obviously. So it's about a guy who's broken up with a girl and is still sort of caught up in the feelings of that particular relationship. So he's not able to snap out of it, that kind of thing. So and he's obviously done stuff for the relationship to go south. So in the context of the song, Kubool Hai Na, basically it's just like, would you still accept me right now after all that's happened?
Okay, and did you have like any sort of experiences or inspirations that led to picking that specific storyline?
Maybe like different smaller things, because like all of the first part of the song was written by my friend actually. So it was influenced a lot by his feelings and perceptions at the time. And obviously I used to give him ideas, because I was I only wrote the bridge part of the song. The verse and the chorus was written by my friend, and at the time the verse and the chorus was written when like 2016. So at the time I didn't really I wasn't really good at writing stuff in Hindi. I don't think I am still, but I was worse back then. So I used to give him ideas in English, and he used to sort of like fuse them with his own experiences, his own ideas, and like write stuff.
That's pretty sick. So like, yeah, it's a bit of a teamwork thing, like, and
100%.
Like
100%.
as you were saying, like you've got producers and all these animation people like working on it. So it is a big like teamwork thing that goes back, half a decade. So that's pretty sick.
I've got a question actually. So I remember, I can't remember, not that long ago I would say, but you were talking about releasing an EP.
Yes.
So do you think now looking back, you're glad that you decided not to release an EP because you know how much work it goes into just one song? And you have to do 100%. That so many times over. We've been here so long.
The main reason that the EP didn't work is because I was working, so every song had a different producer. Every song had multiple people working on it. There were potential feature artists that I was talking to as well. So there's like so many people involved with it, and I was just blowing up on social media as well at the time. So everything got a bit too overwhelming for me, and I was not able to manage all of it. And with work stress as well. I mean, you guys know how stressful my work is. Like, literally work like a robot for about like 12 hours a day. Like
we don't see him for 3 months of the year.
Yeah, that's basically how rough it is. that's basically how rough it is. So I was just a bit overwhelmed, and I don't think it would have been possible for me to pull off an EP. So that's why I sort of decided, you know what, I'll just focus on one song, make sure that song is 100% in terms of production, in terms of video, in terms of audio, in terms of my vocals itself. I just wanted it to be perfect. So I'd rather take the time, put the effort, and make one single piece that was perfect than half-ass an EP with 4 average songs.
Yeah, you touched on it there, like your workload. Obviously, this is your final year of uni. And then what does the future hold for Arvind? Because clearly you're very talented at this music thing. And the career path, through your course is likely to be accounting. Both of those things need a lot of time and effort. So
yeah,
how do you feel about the future?
Right now, I'm still sort of unsure. I don't have like a clear sort of pathway. Like I just have a rough goal. I want to graduate, hopefully get a first, and then get a full-time job with the company that I work with right now, and then potentially work for a year. And after that, depending on where that's, so if I graduate and work for a year, that's 2 years from now. So let's see where I am in terms of music 2 years from now. Have I released more original music? Has my sort of I don't know, my social media like this hype, this spike could have deteriorated. I might not be relevant 2 years down the line. My original music might not do well. So, but it could, on the flip side, it could do really well. There could be more opportunities. So I don't know where I'll be 2 years down the line. I could get sick of music. That's possible as well. So
I can't see that happening.
Hopefully not. So yeah, depending on where I am mentally and where I am in terms of music, in terms of how much I've achieved or done with music 2 years down the line, I'd take it from there. Right now, if I'm able to consistently keep up what I'm doing right now, and if I'm at a similar position 2 years down the line, then I'd probably take a year out, focus solely on music, because I feel like music as a career is not easy. So it does need a lot of attention and a lot of work going into it. So I can't sit and manage music on the side if I have a full-time job. So yeah, that's the plan.
So you're saying the world tour is not going to be until 2024?
The world tour is probably not going to be until I lose hair on my head, bro.
But yeah, I am conscious of time, so we'll start wrapping it up. But for you two, is there, a closing, selling point? Do you want to, this is your chance to put it out there?
Nothing. Go stream KUBOOL if you already haven't. Go watch the YouTube video, leave a like on there, share it with your friends. Let me know what you think in the comments, all of that stuff. Yeah.
Manager?
I would say, stream it, add it to your playlist so you always listen to it. If you can't find the links, go to arvindmusic.com. You can find them all there.
Use the sound on TikTok.
Use the sound on TikTok. Good one.
If you think of a dance, create a dance. I'm sure Arvind will duet it. Us lot will try and do it as well. Like, just get creative.
I don't know about that.
I will. You're a big friend.
I'd love to see you do it.
Yeah,
you already have TikTok. Waka's the only one. You don't even have it. Yakia doesn't even have a TikTok.
That's true.
Waka already has a TikTok.
Wow. See, I'd support you and you don't even have TikTok.
But yeah, thank you guys for coming on. Hope you guys enjoyed that little insight into the next big thing in music. Leave a like down below. The links to all of his stuff will be down there as well.
Thank you.
And subscribe, of course. I'm hoping to put a lot more videos out there, in the later stage of this year. But I will see you next time. So goodbye, guys.
Goodbye.
And yeah, see ya.